You know what I really appreciate about this season specifically? I feel like it's a lot more real than the other seasons have been. And follow me with this. Like for Patrice's ex to sit down and say, "You really brought me here to ask me about what these new men think." Like, I don't think we've had that in previous seasons. So y'all get down in the comments and tell me where I'm wrong. And then even with the episode before that I didn't review because I was out of town, where the people or the contestants are talking about how the snakes are, who the snakes are, and like just kind of breaking the fourth wall, but not breaking the fourth wall at the same time. Do y'all know what I mean? It just seems a little bit realer, just a little bit, right? I don't know. Y'all get down in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this season of Ready to Love. But anyway, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective, and we are here to talk about Ready to Love. This is season 9, episode 8. Exes Meet the Nexes. Yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I was like, okay, when is it over? But also, okay, this was some meaningful stuff here. So the women have the power. And I ain't gonna lie to you, they look good. Maya's dress, I said, come on now, come on. Cleave, I'm here for it. Come on now. Anyway, again, I do feel like they're breaking the fourth wall. Y'all notice all the fuckboys gone. The only fuckboy that's left, the only last two, the last of the Mohicans, is Dominique, in my opinion, and I still feel like Alonzo ain't shit, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. Now Laron may be a friend, but I don't think he a fuckboy. I think he just a friend. Anyway, okay. So Tommy has the girls. He is telling them that their assignment for this week is to meet the exes, okay? And all the girls are like, oh my God, don't nobody want to meet no ex. No, please, Jesus, no. And I guess maybe they don't watch the show because I'm like, girl, this is every season. But anyway, so we have that and we get into it. So we're meeting Dro and Patrice. Now, let me tell you something. Dro, he is my type of friend, okay? That is my type of friend. Dro kept it real. Okay, Dro is evolved. He know he used to be a fuck nigga, and those are not his ways anymore. But he can still spot one when he see one, right? So I appreciated all of the questions. I appreciated his genuineness. I really appreciated this conversation. I felt like the questions were meaningful. I felt like he wasn't being like purposely rude or anything like that. I feel like he was actually getting into the meat and potatoes because he really respects Patrice, which speaks very well of Patrice and her character. Anyway, love the entire scene. Thought it was real conversation happening. And again, Dro asked poignant questions, and I like that, right? Which forced them to go there. And I really like that. Patrice says she's concerned about Will and how he always steps aside and steps back. That may be something having to do with abandonment. Here I am trying to diagnose this man. But because he is adopted or was adopted, I can imagine that he may have some abandonment issues potentially. I would wonder if he is seeking a therapist, right? I think we all need therapy, no matter what household we live in or lived in. I specifically think for Will, or William, I think he should. You might want to check and make sure he's in therapy because yeah, that is a little alarming. And then Alonzo, Patrice's concern obviously is that he played too much. I don't know if he's going to be for real. And I'm just going to tell you this right now, good sis, Patrice, no ma'am. I don't care what Alonzo did. I don't care if he bought you 1,000 roses. I still feel like no, because the way he handled Koshia, I said, no, sir, you are not for real. You are for play. And I do not have time. Okay. I do not have time. Anyway, outside of that, Dro specifically hands down says that I think Alonzo is a fun guy. I think he is, he's young, he's energetic, he has all of these great things. But in terms of grown, you gonna want a William. And I agree. I do feel like there are some, downsides to William and things that I would want to double check, right? Before I would jump over onto that side. But I definitely would be like, girl, Alonzo, who? Girl, no. And so Dro picks William as the potential suitor for Patrice. All right, so we move on. Mieka meets with Tommy, and she only has two exes. Her last ex ain't fooling with her like that. They don't really talk. And then the father of her children don't want to talk to her unless it has anything to do with her son, which made me think, girl, what was you doing before? What were you doing? But why did you drive him to that? Because men usually, that's not usually how men respond unless you done tried it. Which makes me side eye Mieka just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm not a fan of her anyway. I think she real dry, but okay. So Tommy says she's meeting with Tommy, telling him the story. Tommy says he's gonna step in. Mieka says, you know what? I respect that Tommy did this. He's been married for so long. I said married for so long, my foot. But okay. Okay, we gonna move on. All right, we moving right along. And so Tommy is going to sit in and play the devil's advocate, for lack of a better phrase, for Mieka on behalf of an ex who would have typically have done that. Okay. So we see Vanessa introducing us to Thomas. Now I said, now girl, where is the white man? Who is this? Thomas is not what I thought. Okay. Actually, let me back up just a little bit. Patrice and Dro is exactly who I thought she would be dating. That's exactly who Patrice is. That's exactly who I thought she would be dating, Dro. And Thomas and Vanessa, I was like, Vanessa, who this man? I thought you was with white men. I'm thrown off. I feel like Thomas was her friend. I don't feel like Thomas was anything for real. I really don't. Anyway, okay, so Vanessa is introducing Thomas to Chaz and Dominique. I said, Dominique, why are you wasting these women's time? Vanessa, why are you wasting your time with Dominique? Child, move along, girl. Move along, girl. Okay. You literally can see it. Chaz and Vanessa. Vanessa is smitten. I think Chaz just has a way with women. He just knows how to be soft and inviting and intimate and locks in with you. He has this way of looking at the women, and I can see that it is very powerful, okay, and very potent, okay? And so because of this, I can see a lot of the women getting swept up in him, and we'll see it in the next episode. But honestly, the way Vanessa was looking at Chaz and the way Chaz was looking, saying we connect spiritually, we connect physically, we connect intellectually. I was like, ooh, child, okay. Y'all need a room? We'll give y'all a moment. That's how I felt. Okay. And Thomas was just like, yep, I'm here, Anyway, Thomas said, hands down, give it to Chaz. I ain't seen nothing going on with Dominique. I was thinking the same damn thing. Like, girl, when the hell Dominique ever became something to you, Vanessa? Anyway, I don't know, Chaz. Especially he want a baby machine. I don't know why anybody would pick him. Moving on. All right. So Maya and Wes. Now, Maya says that Wes potentially, who is her ex, may still have some feelings. Now, let me tell you something. I do think Wes is an attractive man, but Wes got a mean mug on him like nobody business. Now, I don't know if that was just because he was about to meet Justin and William. And maybe that might be the reason. But baby, that mug he had on, baby, mean as hell. He look mean and surly. Okay? He look mean and surly. Anyway, so Justin comes in. He has such good energy. Justin would be somebody I would date, right? He would be like the fun, the like cool. I like that. I like that. He has great energy, but I don't think that him and Maya would pair. I don't. I really don't. And then from what I hear, word on the curb is Maya and William have paired very well together. So you can see the difference. However, what I didn't know is that William was married twice. I said, girl, now what now? Now what now? Twice? Then I had to think about it. If he's in the military, and shout out to all our military people, you know, thank you for what you're doing, I guess. I'm sorry. Now, no disrespect. I have thoughts. Anyway, we're moving on. Okay. We're moving on. All right. But he was married twice. So I'm thinking if he was in the military for some reason, and y'all know I'm telling the truth when I say this, for some reason, the military men, as soon as they get enlisted, they just grab up a woman. Okay. No shade. I know my brother, he'll come after me, but I'm gonna just have to speak the truth. My brother joined the military probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Now, I wasn't here for it, but this is his life. He made his own decision. As soon as he enlisted, he grabbed up the little girlfriend that he had and married her. Like, for some reason, I don't know if they get additional benefits, they get additional money. I don't know if that's the part of the package. Grab yourself a wife before you can become a soldier kind of thing. I don't know. But maybe William, while he was serving as a officer or whatever, maybe those was his military marriages. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. But married twice? Ooh, girl, I don't know, girl. Anyway, Wes says that Maya is spoiled. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. To me, Maya gives me, I'm high maintenance, but I maintain myself, right? But I also demand that you respect me and meet me where I'm at. I'm here for that. Okay. I am here for that. Maya gives me, I know who I am. I know where I've been, and I'm not about to play with you. So don't play with me. Right. That's what it gives. So, you know, they talk a little bit about Maya and her thoughts about ambition and having money. Justin feels a little bit insecure. You know, he's a teacher. He says he makes less than 100K. I wish we did not have these conversations, because not on camera, because I don't want it to come across like we can't respect a man who makes less than 100,000. Like, I think that is so old. That's such an old trope. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that you should be dating someone and you're not comfortable with their financial capability. So I would never encourage no man or no woman to date somebody who's got finances that are, you know, wonky or anything like that. But I also don't want to put the narrative out there that, you know, oh, you don't make enough money for me, so I can't. Like, let's not have those conversations. Now, we can have elevated conversations as opposed to as a, like, okay, so this is where you are. Do you think that you're going to have enough to sustain yourself? Like, we can have elevated conversations around finances, but not no, oh, you don't make enough money for me. You know, that gold digging thing. I don't like that. Anyway, we already know Maya wants a man who's going to pursue her. And I feel like William is pursuing her. I feel like Justin has his eyes all over the place. I don't feel like Justin really feeling anybody like that. Okay. Anyway, so Chris and Rashena, her ex-husband and the father of her child, finally a real ex, y'all. This is a real ex, okay? Because some of these exes, actually going back to Wes and Maya, did I see Wes and Maya being together? Actually, you know what? Yes, I did. Kind of. I could see them. I could see that. Because Maya is like soft and sweet, and Wes just like, man, what's up? Like, he just real, he's surly. He a little surly. Anyway, okay. So Chris and Rashena. Baby, when I tell you Chris is exactly who I thought Rashena would be dating. Her bringing Chaz. I said, girl, now what now? Girl, what? Please stop. Okay? You just grabbed whoever you could find. I know you did. Because Chaz is not your speed at all. Chris is your speed. And Chris had the nerve to say, oh yeah, Rashena, I like that you're not trying to fuck with no hood dude no more. I was like, girl, you know you a hood dude. Grill to the bottom, this shiny ass shirt on, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, I'm not mad at his I'm not mad what he had on. That's what he had on, and that's what he wanted, right? That's his personal style. I'm not mad at it. However, comma, shout out to Nita the Diva. Subscribe to her channel, okay? Child. Now, apparently, Chaz don't be calling like he say he gonna call. I say, girl, that's a red flag. They let you know right there he not interested in you like that. He not feeling you like that. That's what that is. And we see Rashena have this like little kind of like a face with Chaz. I was like, girl, he telling you right now that he not, like, don't get me wrong. Chaz is a chameleon. He can blend in with any woman. However, I don't think that he would be able to keep up. I do feel like his connection with Vanessa is a lot more genuine than it is with Rashena or any of the other women that he fool-la-la with, child. I'll just be for real. Because if he ain't calling you like that, then yeah, he just not into you like that, personally. But again, I will say Chris and Rashena. Chris is exactly the type of man I thought Rashena would be dating. Anyway, okay. So there was conversation about Chris saying that Rashena likes to argue. And I have an issue with that, because the frequency of arguing could potentially be an issue, but the art of arguing is not a problem. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because adversity breeds growth. you learn, you are able to build confidence from that kind of thing. So I wouldn't shy away from disagreement. Okay. So when men say, oh, I don't like to argue, I just like to be cool. It's like, nah, that means you like to be stagnant. In my opinion, that means you're stagnant. That means you don't want to hear anything anyone else has to say that's contrary to what you believe. You're not open to grow. Like that lets me know that you only have a certain type of purview and you're not trying to break that, right? So when I hear things like that, I'd be like, now the frequency, if we arguing all the time, just all kinds of things, and that may be an issue, but disagreement, that's going to come up naturally. And I think that a fully whole adult should know that and embrace it, right? And be prepared for it. Anyway, we moving on, child. I'm sorry. You know how to, I always be lecturing y'all. Okay, we're moving on. So Laron, Mieka, Justin. Why the hell Laron was there? I said, not Mieka. Girl, your good girlfriend, Koshia, was with Laron. Girl, why in the world do you got Laron over here? Y'all are just friends. Please stop. Please stop the madness. Okay, stop the madness. Right? Tommy comes in and they like, what? Who is your ex? You meeting an ex? Who is Tommy your ex? No, dummy. Tommy is not her ex. And just anyway. Yeah, Laron and Mieka, child bye. I actually see Justin and Mieka. I see Justin and Mieka a lot better than any of the other women. But I still don't think that Justin is 100% sure with Mieka just because of off the strength of what she said in this exchange. But also, like, Justin he's free, right? Like, I feel like, and not free. So let me modify what I'm saying. My apologies. I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm trying to say Justin doesn't have as much responsibility as Mieka does. And Mieka said it herself. She was like, when I date a man, they usually come last, which I'm not mad at. Go ahead, girl, because your children are going to come first, especially in their formative years, right? But also, it's kind of like, well, girl, are you really ready for love if you can't balance the two, right? Because life is about balance. Anyway, again, there I go on a soapbox. They talked about how Mieka's ex play video games a lot, just excessive, and she wasn't here for that. And that's when Laron opens up his mouth and says, what? I might miss work for a new game. I'm always playing a game. If a game comes out that's new, man, I'm spending the whole weekend playing. Like, Laron is not. And he like, I can't take him seriously at all. Anyway, okay, so Patrice and Alonzo, quote unquote, shuts down the museum. So there's the two of them. So basically, he just had production help them do things. I said, you know what? This was a very nice gesture, but he ain't it. Okay, 1. 2, why the hell we don't have more dates like this on Ready to Love? These are the dates that I want to see going forward on my television screen. If I see another nigga pull up and be like, oh, I'm finna cook for you at the house, hell no. The standard going forward should be the shit that Alonzo did just to try to fool Patrice into thinking that he got a little business by himself, because he still don't. All right, he don't. That's why I'm looking at Patrice like, girl, this was nice, girl, but it was real cute, but girl, keep your wits about yourself, because he still ain't. I don't trust it. But also, why the hell black women can't get dates like this on Ready to Love regularly? If one of these contestants turn around and be like, oh, I'm gonna invite somebody to my house for a first date, production should be like, hell nah. You need to be more creative, nigga. Get your shit together. That's personally what I feel. All right, I'm getting off my soapbox. Okay. Alonzo's still playing, child. He just, it's a no for me, dog. All right, so the ladies get together and they're deliberating on who needs to go home. I personally wrote Laron need to go home. Nobody brought Laron's name up that I saw or heard, which was interesting to me. Maya says that she brought, tells the girls that she brought William and Justin. She said that Justin felt a little bit insecure about his finances. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I'm missing something. Is it Dominique and oh no, I'm not. My bad. Sorry. I felt like I was missing something with Dominique doing something with somebody, but that was later on. That was with Maya when they were sitting down at the elimination table. So anyway, okay. Vanessa and Rashena, they both like Chaz, and I'm looking at Vanessa like, actually Rashena like, girl, please. This Chaz, Okay, girl. Patrice, she smitten with Alonzo. She said she doesn't know what she wants. Does she go with what she wants or does she go with what she needs? I said, girl, a good combination is a little bit of both. You're not going to get all of both. You're not going to get all of one or all of the other, but definitely a good mix of the two. A little bit of what you want and a little bit of what you need, okay? Alonzo was at the bottom, and see, that's what I'm talking about. Patrice has a connection with Alonzo, and y'all are ready to boot him off. I don't like that. I don't like that. Right? That's what I'm talking about. That mess. I don't like it. Patrice, so it's Alonzo that's on the chopping blocks. Chopping block is Dominique on the chopping block, okay? Tommy tells them that they're gonna have an overnight experience. We had a getaway where niggas can't hide. Okay, y'all ain't gonna be able to hide. And so Tommy tells them at the dinner, when you eliminate whoever you're gonna eliminate or the person who you're gonna keep, let them know that you're gonna be going on a getaway. So anyway, so it's Maya sitting down with Dominique and Vanessa sitting down with Alonzo. Dominique is so insecure, y'all. He is such a fuckboy to me. He says, I stayed away from Miss Maya because I felt like she was married. I don't know nothing about her because she always with William. I was like, ugh, you so... I ain't gonna say nothing else because I ain't, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Well, I guess that don't really stop me. But still, okay? I ain't gonna go in. Vanessa and Alonzo... Vanessa was like, listen, I like the fact that you planned a date for Patrice. That was real nice. But how the hell you coming to me planning a date for Patrice, but you supposed to be pursuing me as a interest? And he was like, oh, you are my interest. And she was like, how the hell did I become your interest now? Like, see, Alonzo, bye, Alonzo, bye. At this point, you should be ready to tell people, you know what? I think you're nice, but I'm interested in whoever, right? Yeah, I feel like at this point it's time. It's time. Okay, wrap this up. Alonzo playing in her face and Vanessa face, trying to tell her, oh, he's interested in her too. How? When you called her to help to tell her that you planned this beautiful romantic evening for Patrice, for another woman. Boy, bye. Okay. Dominique went home. I'm glad. I don't understand how Dominique went home before Laron. Quiet as it's kept, I feel like Dominique, Alonzo, and Laron need to take their ass home. So, and I know I just said a few minutes ago, why the hell you sending Alonzo home? But it's just because I personally think Alonzo needs to go home. But I also know that Patrice likes him, and she needs to see that for herself. Does that make sense? Anyway, I feel like I'm going back and forth on that. Anyway, y'all, they have the weekend getaway that's coming up. I said, damn, Chaz. Chaz got the girls shook. Y'all saw Vanessa peering over like a single black female. I ain't gonna hold you. This had me hollering. I said, damn, Vanessa, girl, please. Anyway, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. And don't forget to like this video before you leave. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.